All right, y'all. What's up? Welcome to Wrestling in Color. You know how we do over here. Let's dive right into it. Make sure you thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment if you like or want to contribute down into the comment section. You know, let's keep it civil and join in the discourse, as they say in the wrestling commentary community. So last night, because today's Tuesday, so last night was Monday Night Raw. Now I'm gonna be sitting, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I watched the shit, but I did get the highlights. The biggest highlight is the only thing that needs to be talked about on the show. Okay, I'm not gonna sit and talk about Braun Strowman, and I don't understand what's going on with him. He's completely ruined and dead to the floor. Like, that's done. I'm not gonna sit here and wonder why Roman Reigns is in a feud with Shane McMahon. I'm not going to wonder why Shane McMahon is all over both shows. I'm not going to sit and try to figure that out because I'm not interested. A moment of piss, I'm not doing it. So let's just get to the big thing. Mick Foley, this is the third hour. Mick Foley comes out, gives a speech, and unveils a very clunky looking belt. It looks like a Ben 10 watch. It's called the 24/7 belt, which essentially is the soft core belt is what I like to call it. It's the soft core version of the hardcore belt. Which, listen, everybody's all nostalgic about the hardcore title. Yeah, it was some good times, but it was just a title for jokes and filler. If you're having a show like WWE, which as of late has no storylines, has no meaning behind anything, has no passion or feeling, then you don't have the right to bring on another belt or do anything outside of writing and making these shows better. That's just what I think. I mean, if you're a fucked up employee or a terrible boss and everything's fucked up and everybody's sad and morale sucks, why would you go on vacation? All right, everybody, we're going to have an office party and celebrate the good times. What? There's 11 championships on WWE has. I guess that's including NXT. We don't have to include NXT because NXT is doing just fine. That is the only reason why I still have the WWE network. Because I want to see NXT on Wednesday nights. And honestly, I can honestly watch NXT on YouTube. I can take my time and find some type of something to watch the shit for free. Because Money in the Bank was terrible. And don't forget to go over there and listen to my review if you want to. So the 24-hour belt, 24/7 belt will be defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime, anywhere, any place. No disqualifications, all falls count everywhere. You know, the usual hardcore rules. Even though I would say cage match rules, but apparently you could rope break in a cage match. So that's what that is. So for the third hour, you had 3 title changes, I believe. It was Bobby Roode. The first winner was Titus, Bobby Roode, and then it left with what's up? Him. I forgot his name. It left with him. So the title don't mean nothing. These guys that's running around, R-Truth is a staple. He can go where he wants to go, and he's beloved, and he's going to have a good time. So I'm not mad at R-Truth. Bobby Roode changed his whole look because I thought they were going to give him a push. I thought he was going to be a heel. Like a heel fighting for a belt. Not that. So, you got No Way Jose, you got EC, you got all those dudes that sit in the back waiting for Vince dick to soften up after Roman Reigns is on TV to get some type of shine. So that's the shine. All they got to do is put Benny Hill music to the back. While them dudes is running around trying to get this belt. Sure, it's funny, but how long is that gonna last? As long as the hardcore title lasted? Because after a while, what, we just gonna hot potato the belt for the next 2 years? You got Seth Rollins is the Raw champion, who is sounding real weak on the show, talking to the Money in the Bank winner, Brock Lesnar, and got mad because he brought up his woman that she main evented, as if Seth didn't main event a WrestleMania, but whatever. You got Kofi Kingston, that's 2, who's going to lose his belt really soon. Okay, then you got the Intercontinental Championship on Finn Balor, who, like I told y'all, will be defending the belt against Andrade Cien as the Demon. That was already announced during Money in the Bank, in case anybody missed that. Okay, so that's 3 belts. Then you got the U.S. Championship belt switched hands in a terrible fashion. So, Rey Mysterio. Then you got Raw Tag Team Champions is Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. I haven't seen them. Then you got the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, which is Rowan and Daniel Bryan, who just lost at Money in the Bank on the pre-show to the Usos. Then you got the women's tag team titles, who are the Iconics, which is a complete joke. Then, because that's 8, what other belts is out there? And the 3 belts on NXT, right? Because the NXT got the American Championship, and then they got the NXT Championship, and then the NXT UK Championship. No, and the women's NXT belt. So that's 3. Okay, so 8. So you got 8 belts on the main roster. That those championships are not defended on the Iconics and IC title was not defended on the Money in the Bank. The Raw Men's Championship was not defended on Money in the Bank. And then they had the SmackDown Championship. Like, why can't you get those belts that's already out there, make them mean something? That's all I want to know. While you got this belt being thrown around and people giggling and sniggling, those guys are never going to be on the stage. All WWE did was play mind games with you dummies who just like any fucking thing. All they did was throw this belt. Now they're gonna have people you ain't seen in years, like Mojo Rawley, who changed his gimmick, and what happened? I mean, where the fucking War Raiders? Where's Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy? You mean to tell me Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy is gonna run around for a 24/7 match? I'm not down with that. No, I'm not down with it, and I hope they're not down with it either. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot the 2 women's titles. So it is 11 championships on the WWE. You got Bayley and Becky. Completely forgot. There you go. Right now, Bayley, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to go on with these championships. I don't even know if the 24/7 titles includes women. So are you going to introduce the intergender matches? Because Naomi was like, ooh, that sounds like I could get behind that. So Naomi going to be doing a rear view on the men? She going to be hitting the dudes in the face with her ass? And pinning? Ember Moon going to be eclipsing somebody on the pavement? Are the women really willing to take fucking boots to the face and all that from the men? I want to know. Because what's going to happen is Bayley's going to be tied up with Charlotte. We already know Becky going to be tied up with Charlotte's bookend, Lacey Evans. Brock is going to be tied up with Seth. Kofi Kingston somehow is going to be tied up with Brock and Seth. I don't know what Finn Balor is going to be doing. And Finn Balor, if they smart, they would probably let Drew McIntyre maybe go back and forth with him. Or, pull somebody down from the dungeon and go back and forth with him. I wouldn't mind Finn Balor back and forth with Bobby Roode. But he's running around for the 24/7 title. Bobby Roode would look good with his new mustache. Who else? I don't know. Then you got the U.S. titles tied up in this convoluted. It's already about to be convoluted shit with what's his name? Rey Mysterio's son and Samoa Joe, which I already told y'all, word on the street is Rey Mysterio wants to pass his mask over to his son. We haven't seen his son wrestle yet, so it's going to be a Lacey Evans in the male form, I guess. What other belt? The Women's Tag Team Championships is a complete joke. We just waiting for the unfortunate Kabuki Warriors to go ahead and take those belts. And then that's just going to be a joke. Who else we got? That's it. The tag teams, Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, who I thought the War Raiders was going to take that, but with the Usos being in the wild card, they threw out that the Usos could be over here or over there. Who knows? So, how did you open up the door for opportunity for more people to be incorporated when you're rotating the same 5 people? There was a match between the 2 champions, Kofi and Seth, against Baron and Lashley. When 2 people could have came out the woodworks and just came up with some wild shit, and everybody, I'd have been like, oh, well, what's going on here? These 2 motherfuckers came out the woodwork. Nope, same shit. I don't even know what the storyline is there. I don't even know the storyline. Couldn't tell you why Seth and Kofi is in the ring with Baron and Lashley. I don't fucking know. And Drew, I don't know. So, we got the 24/7 title. Some people are excited. I think it's lazy and stupid. I think it makes everyone sitting and waiting to be, utilized look stupid. The best way, I'm going to tell y'all the best way for WWE to utilize their talent. First of all, let the people go that don't want to be there. Let go of Luke Harper. Let go of, Sasha Banks. Let go of anybody, Leo Rush, anybody that you done sucked the life out of, and the ones that don't want to lick your ass from end to end. Go ahead, let them out their contract. That will alleviate the dead weight. And then, well, there is no brand split, right? So everyone's just all over the fucking place. Write the stories as if it's the soap operas. Do you know how many people love Victor Newman on the Young and the Restless? Victor Newman's been on Young and Restless for 45 fucking years. And all he does is lift his eyebrow and say, ooh. Everyone loves him. You know why? Because they're invested in the story. And whatever the fuck Victor Newman and Newman Enterprises and Spectre Fashions, I might be mixing the bold and the beautiful together, but when these people got all this going on, Vince McMahon doesn't want to make superstars. He made it clear he don't want nobody bigger than him, like Stone Cold and all that. Y'all keep going back to the old days. You won't let these new guys build their own legacies, and this is why it's stagnant. This is the show that's going to be on before AEW have their big show, and the bar is set so low, all AEW has to do is show the fuck up. That's it. They don't even have to put their foot in the match. They're going to do that because they're the way they work, like Seth and AJ Styles demonstrated. They just work that way. They enjoy what they do even though the circumstances suck. So AEW is going to give you what you want. But the bar is set so low that they can pretty much, if the bar is WWE, please. I was watching World Championship or World of Wrestling, I think it was. It was a British promotion that comes on the Stadium channel. Excellent. I watch Shimmer. I watch WoW. I try to get New Japan in. I watch Ring of Honor. I watch Impact Wrestling. I watch all that. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's rarely bad in terms of match-wise. These guys are giving you good matches. I watch Reality of Wrestling. That's Booker T's promotion on YouTube. Yeah, it's a little bit clunky, but for the most part, you getting good wrestling. And Booker T wrestled too just recently. He looked fabulous. And also a fun fact about Reality of Wrestling: the Usos and Ember Moon and a couple other of the WWE superstars came right out of there. Came out of Booker T's promotion. I don't know why a lot of y'all don't, take a look at his promotion and kind of comment on what's going on over there. But I'm really disenchanted with the WWE, and the good thing about it is WWE puts their shows on YouTube so you can get the highlights. And I do follow on Twitter, and they post the stuff on Twitter. So I'm not about to sit through 5 hours of wrestling for the same show. Monday and Tuesday up until October is going to be one big giant show. It's going to be one big giant piece of chewed bubblegum. So that's just what that is. That's it. That was my thoughts on the 24/7 title. I don't care for it. I think it's lazy. I think it's just something to shut people up, because everybody was like, you don't use talent. It's the same guys. So now we get to see guys we don't see who are talented as hell run around in a circle kicking each other in the dicks and stuff. And we'll see if the ladies like Mickie James, what's her name, Fox, Alicia Fox, who else is back there that don't fucking wrestle no more? Mickie James, Alicia Fox, who's on SmackDown that don't come out and do Ember Moon. Maybe we'll see them running behind the guys and kicking them in the ass and taking what they need. Maybe we'll see that, because the women's titles are already wrapped up. Ain't nobody coming out talking shit to Becky except Lacey Evans. Ain't nobody coming out talking shit to Bayley except Charlotte. And anybody else that injects themselves into that match is nothing more than filler. I'm telling you that now. Period. So that was my thoughts on the 24/7 title introduced on Monday Night Raw for May 20th. We'll see how long that shit lasts. It's going to last just as long as the hardcore title of the Attitude Era that you all are so hooked on. There will be no more Stone Colds. There will be no more Rocks. There will never be another John Cena, okay? You need to let these guys pave their own fucking way. It gotta be annoying to know that you're doing everything you possibly could do to make your character as great as it could be, and work with the terrible writing that's happening. And it's not the writer's fault. We all know that now. And everything is blamed on you, when it's just an old dude that has got a hard on for jokes and meat and big muscle bound beefcakes, like he's stuck in 1986. And just to let everyone know, Vince is not stepping down. Vince is 74 and he exercises like a beast. He eats well. He doesn't drink and do drugs, and he watches his own product. Vince isn't going anywhere until the wheels fall off of his damn shoes. He said even if he is running the XFL, whether it becomes a success or not, he is staying on his brands. and his son is going to continue to wrestle and be corny and be old and stupid, and we have to keep seeing this. I'm not interested. I don't like 24/7 belt. This is Wrestling in Color, and I'm Stephanie. Thanks for listening. Once again, thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe if you like, and leave a comment. Talk to you guys later.